Brother Shu here, and today I have got a real-world pickup case study for you. Today's star is the wealthy lady our student hit on in first class at the VIP lounge. They were not even in the same city, but after chatting for about 10 days, she flew cross province straight to our city for him. Plus, this woman's older than the student, a total workaholic. If you want to win over a mature, powerful woman like this and have her come to you first, then after today's case study, you will know exactly what to do. Alright, enough chit chat. Let us get right into it. Alright, first a pickup technique. When you are approaching someone, do not just get the number and bolt. Instead, try to chat for a bit longer and dig a little deeper to learn more about her. Why? Because this info gives you topics to restart the conversation with her later on. So back when I approached this girl at the Hangzhou airport, I would already gotten some key info. First, this girl, she is a clothing business owner, and that day she was heading to Guangzhou. And the second key piece of info, she is coming to Chengdu sometime soon too. These two key pieces of information will serve as our opening for future conversations. So let us see how we chatted that day. No need for small talk. Just a simple I will fly first. See you in Chengdu, done and dusted. Make a tentative invite, then let us jump straight to the second chat. So for round 2, we waited until the next evening around 8 p.m. and sent her a text like, hey, how is work in Guangzhou? Simple as that. See, it's not that the piece of info we got from the pickup scene which we can then use to kick things off. Alright, so what is another technique here? So why did we choose to text this girl at around 8 p.m. the next day, huh? Do you guys know why? Come on, drop it in the comments for me. Let me know. Alright everyone, remember, when you approach a girl, do not be too eager to text her right away. Okay. Like say you wake up the next day and immediately text her, hey, are you up yet? Or whatever, that instantly screams desperation. And just like that, all attraction is gone poof. For many guys, it is not the lines that kill you. It is rushing to text her. That is why you need to leave some space. Create a bit of breathing room. Hey, next evening you are free, work's done. Then text her. That shows you are super relaxed and in control. That way the girl will not feel pressure chatting with you, so she will want to talk more. A lot of guys, when chatting with women, have these unconscious habits that end up putting this subtle, invisible pressure on them. So she will start replying slower and slower and eventually not want to reply at all. So you guys really need to pay attention to these details. So what is the second key point? See, we just came right out and asked her, hey, how is work in Guangzhou? With this info, our chat with her will not feel so sudden or out of the blue. If you do not get this info from her on the spot, your chat will feel awkward. You will have to force topics. And forcing topics just screams that you are desperate for attention. That is why I was telling you all to try and get more info out of her right there at the pickup scene earlier. This way, it will be easier for us to smoothly bring up topics later on. So the girl says, not great. We just asked casually, not going well as a token thing. All right, nothing too technical here. Let us just move on. Then the girl says, Mom, so at this point, what is the play? What do we do? Let me ask you guys. The girl says her work is not going well. She is unhappy. Should we comfort her? Come on, type it out in the Denmark. Type yes to comfort. And no, if you should not comfort. All right, guys, think about it. Should we go and comfort her or not? Let me tell you, a lot of guys make a mistake right here. They jump right in and start comforting her right away. Oh, that is totally normal. Work's not always smooth sailing. Think about something fun. Yeah. All the sadness will pass. Keep smiling and good luck will surely follow. Let me tell you, the moment you say stuff like that, you instantly become her simp. Plus, she will find you super preachy, think your EQ is low, and that chatting with you is just dull and boring. Because every guy says stuff like that, and the more you say it, the more she tunes out, just blah, blah, blah. It is more annoying than dealing with work drama. So when we run into this, what should we do? Here is the core idea for you all. Never ever try to reason with a woman. Just do not do it. We do just one thing, shift the emotional focus. What do we do? Just send her a puppy pic. Hey, it says it is to cheer sis up down. No reasoning needed. Not a single word of it. Remember this. When a girl sees something fun, something interesting, or let us say stuff she likes, anything that can really get her emotions going, right? The girl's mood will fix itself. Then you do not have to explain a thing. She will feel fine on her own. We need to stir her emotions, not teach her life lessons. Women do not need men to lecture them on how to live their lives. If you have ever been in a relationship, you will get this. When you fight with your girlfriend, all your reasoning means less than buying her a new handbag. Hey, you will find out with a new bag. She will figure it all out herself. Of course, we are not endorsing this money play, but you gotta get the principle. Or a lot of the time, right? No matter how bad you fight, one round makes it all go away. Once the mood's right, everything just clicks into place. So what we need to do is manage her emotions, not lecture her on life's grand lessons. So next time this happens, just make her feel good emotionally. You do not need to get into all that other complicated stuff. Then the girl says, haha, such a good boy, your dog. See, good mood, and everything is good. We will just tell her straight. I said, yeah, actually, compared to her, you are more like a little sister here. See, just chatting about her dog is pointless. A lot of guys make the same mistake, always talking to girls about third-party topics like nice weather or so. Where are you from? She says, I am from Sichuan. Girls from Sichuan can handle spice, and there is so much good food. Our girl says, is this your dog? Yeah, how long have I had this dog? Well, how long you have had the dog? What is that to her? Does that bring you two closer? Huh, Sichuan girls can eat spicy. What does spicy food have to do with you two? Does it bring you closer? So how do you get closer? The point is to steer every topic back to the two of you together. Talk about love and romance. That is what brings you closer, not just chatting about random stuff or her daily life. Many guys chat about life's trivial stuff with girls for years and end up as bros. That is the key reason you guys only end up as friends with women, because you do not steer the conversation toward just the two of you. You did not steer the conversation toward your connection. THIS is the key to getting closer to a girl. You see? So I said, compared to her, you are the little sissy. I am hinting at age. Talking about age is how you get closer, man. Then the girl asks, how old is it? So right then we say, 7 years old, raised her since she was 2 months. Okay, now why would you say something like that? Because this is about building your persona. Remember guys, when chatting with women, you've got to subtly, almost unconsciously, establish your best qualities. For example, hey, as you chat, imply it, always imply. Okay, never say it outright, imply that. Hey, I am a very caring and compassionate guy. I raised this puppy from 2 months to 7 years. What a responsible man I am. Such a caring, gentle, loyal, and devoted man. That is the kind of man I truly am. See, just hint at these things to the girl through info, like this. What is a bad move? A bad move is to just tell a girl straight up, do not worry, I am loyal. If I fall for someone, I will take full responsibility for her. The more you say that, the more she will think there is something wrong with you. But when you build your persona this way, women will naturally get a sense of who you are, and they will be subconsciously drawn to you. It is that simple. Or, say you often try to build this career-driven image for girls. She asks, what are you up to? You say, Few just wrapped up, just had a meeting. This year, my company is going to... This girl will sense it like, wow, this guy is different from the others. He is really driven by his career. Just keep using these subtle hints, these little tricks, to let the girl get a feel for the kind of person you really are. The more of your strength and personality you show her, the stronger your attraction is. Everyone, remember that. And the reason most guys are not liked by women, it is right here. They are constantly just probing into her personal details. For example, she keeps asking, what do you do? Where are you from? How old are you? How many relationships have you had? But you never tell the girl who you are. Never show her any of your good qualities or what makes you great. So the girl cannot get curious about you, and with no curiosity, she will never be attracted to you. Instead, you are the one constantly curious about her, constantly drawn to her. Then you are done for. You end up simping for her. Then she is like, well, I am still the older one. So we tell her, I am like, a dog at 7 is like 40 for a human. That means I am like 20 years older than you. Hey, actually, what this line is an indirect compliment to the girl. See, so can we compliment the girls? Guys, do not ever listen to some coaches who say never compliment women because compliments make you simp. Whoa, that is taking it way too far. Nobody dislikes being complimented, right? If you do not praise her, are you going to roast her every single day? See if she blocks you or not, you still gotta praise her. But why do so many say not to praise girls that it makes you a simp instantly? Because your praise is too direct. It makes you look like a SIMP. Like, you are pretty so gorgeous. You look just like an 18-year-old. She will just think you are super cringy and desperate. So you gotta praise her with some fancy tricks. Use roundabout ways to let her know she is amazing. Hey, she will think, wow, you are a smooth talker. She will not find you cringy, and she will not think you are trying to simp. For example, take this method. A dog 7 is like human 40, 20 years older than you. See, it is my slick way of praising her. You look 20. An indirect way to say she is youthful. Tell me, what girl would not be happy hearing that? But would she think we are cringy? No, right? Because we were not that direct, were we? I know she is not 20. And she says, haha, I am definitely not 20. All right, how would you guys reply? Some bros would definitely say, but you look just like 20. Right? Not 20, you are 18. Something like that. Say that and you will be cringy as hell dead. Girls would be like, ugh, cringy old bastard, trying to pick me up with these old tricks. Flatter me and you are done for. So do not say that. But we cannot call her old either. We still have to make her feel like she is young. So how do we put it in a clever way? I would say your real age does not matter. What matters is the vibe you give off, like you're 20. So what does that mean? I do not care what your actual age is really, because I think real age is just a number. What matters is that we are on the same wavelength, right? How old you feel to me, that is what truly counts. So why do that? Because right there on the spot, we figured out this woman was most likely older than our Xue Yuan. If we keep hammering home that real age is important, she will definitely use the age gap to shut us down the line. Saying things like, I am older, we are not a match, no age gap relationship, and all that. It is a mess. We would be shooting ourselves in the foot. So we have got to set a tone early on to stop her from using our real age against us later. Just lay it out for her beforehand. Real age does not matter. It is the vibe between us that counts. But an unexpected turn, the girl just did not reply. So what do we do now, fellas? What is the play? I bet a lot of you guys watching are thinking, brother, she screwed up. Chance damn. She replied wrong. She will not text back if you have got that mindset. Let me tell you, that is the key reason you cannot get any girls. Why? Because you guys are always putting yourselves down. The moment a girl gives you any negative vibe, your first reaction is to think, I am a moron, to think you have absolutely screwed up and failed. Do you see it now? See, you do not even believe in yourself, so how can a girl possibly believe in you? This is a sign of low self-esteem, a deep-seated belief that you are unworthy of love, a core feeling of undeservingness. Girl does not reply. She looks down on me. Girl ignores me. I said something wrong. I am dumped. Ask her out. Get rejected. She thinks I am ugly. Must despise me for being poor. See, a lot of people tend to have this self-doubt. Actually, that is not what girls are thinking. They are not looking down on you. She did not reject you either. It is very likely something unexpected came up, or maybe she forgot to reply, fell asleep, got busy, and then just completely forgot about it. There are all these good possibilities. But most guys, they will not think that way. They will just shoot themselves down right from the get-go. Game over. So no matter what, you have to believe in yourself first. When you are confident enough, women can feel that magnetic pull. If you do not even believe in yourself, if that insecurity just radiates off you, no woman will ever like an insecure man. You guys remember that. So if she does not reply that day, we just leave her be. Why is that? We are not short on options, right? Plenty of girls to chat with. Let us go talk to someone else. Then wait until the next evening. Do not rush it. You see what I mean? Do not text her first thing the next day. Wait till the evening. Just send a random emoji to feel things out. No need to jump to conclusions right away. And what happens? The girl texts back, oh, I thought I replied. Sorry, fell asleep yesterday, blah, blah, blah. That is reality for you. Slap in the face, right? For all who think chats die, girls look down on you as, or we have totally screwed up. See this, does it all click in an instant now? Remember, even if we say the wrong thing, if she did not want to reply, then we do not sweat it. Because making one mistake is not the issue how you react to it. It is okay for us to err. But do not compound the error. A lot of guys mess up, realize, oops, wrong thing to say, and then BAM, they over-explain and simp like crazy. Honestly, it was just a small mistake. She would forget about it overnight. You chat again next day, and it is like nothing. But with that flurry of explanations, you just made it way worse. She did not even care, but after your explanation, she does. Now she thinks you are a moron. It could have been one sentence. Water under the bridge, right? Wrong. She did not think you were a moron. Maybe that line was not great, but after you did that, she thinks you are a complete moron. The chat's dead in the water. After that, So remember, the surprise itself does not matter. It is your reaction that counts. Because a man's reaction to surprises reveals whether he is mentally tough and strong on the inside. A weak-minded man, when faced with such surprises, cannot handle the pressure. He shows his fear, and he will end up doing a lot of dumbass things. So yeah, that is exactly what we do not do. Remember, we can make mistakes, countless mistakes, it is fine. As long as you hang tough, you will win in the end. Alright, let us hit her back. I will say, well, when I am in Guangzhou, you gotta treat me to good food. Remember, escalating is all about seizing openings. Since she apologized first, we have got to grab that chance to push things forward and assume she is chasing, right? What is the use of just saying, sorry, treat me to a good meal then? Actually, when the time comes, who pays does not matter. We are not trying to score a free meal, right? We are just using it to stretch the relationship forward. Then the girl said, I am just here in Guangzhou for work. I am in Hangzhou, you got it wrong, right there. That was a mistake on our part, an honest slip. Actually, this girl's from Hangzhou, but at the time, I mistakenly remember her as being from Guangzhou. But whatever. Like I said, making mistakes is not the point. How you react afterward is what matters. So never explain. Just remember that. I switched topics right away asking, so have you set a date for Chengdu? Guangzhou, Hangzhou, whatever. You said you are coming to Chengdu soon, right? See, that is the power of leading the conversation. If you just go along with her, she will take it wherever she wants. Remember, let a woman lead the chat and she will never take you anywhere good. The conversation just drifts and next thing, you are toast. So we have got to lead the conversation, decide where it goes next, make her follow our lead. That is how you bring the connection closer. Because we are the ones steering the conversation. But for most guys, why cannot they keep a conversation going with women? It is because the conversation is led by the woman. Whatever she says, he just goes along with it. Then you are done for. For example, some guys, I would tell them this round of chat, you gotta escalate things. So they go ask the girl, what are you up to? She says, watching TV, what TV show? She says, Empresses in the Palace. Oh, me too. Which episode are you on? See, we're not, you're supposed to escalate. How the hell did you end up talking about Empresses in the Palace? Escalate. See, he forgot. He just went along with her. Wrong move. It should be, what are you up to? Girl says, watching TV does not matter what she is doing. You keep saying what you want to say. Got it. Do not follow her lead on TV. Keep saying what you want to say and make her follow our lead. Got it? See, that is what leading the conversation is all about. It is a super important skill. If you want your chats with girls to lead where you want them to, you have got to master this. Then she says, not sure yet. So what do you do at this point? A lot of guys will make one mistake for sure. Telling a girl, let me know when you have decided. Never ever say that. Here is why. Because the moment you say that, you reveal your nattiness. C, went to Chengdu. Not sure yet. Tell me when you are. See that neediness desperate for them to come and terrified they will show up without giving you a heads up. Women are super sensitive to your neediness once she senses it. She will get scared, pull back, and gradually start to become distant. A lot of the time, girls go cold because of these subtle, unintentional things you miss, and just like that, she is distant. Alright, so what do we do here? We have got to balance our neediness, because if we ask her, are you sure when you're coming to Chengdu? This sentence itself shows neediness, so we absolutely have to balance it out. We need to make our question sound totally reasonable. So what did we say? I said, I might go to Thailand in a few days. See that? I am not asking because I'm desperate for you to come to Chengdu. I said I am heading to Thailand in a few days. My worry is you come looking for me and I am not here. That is why I am asking. See, totally reasonable. But am I really going? Nope. Not going at all, right? Just kidding. Just making up an excuse, you know? That is the art of conversation, letting you ask what you want, very reasonably, but without showing any need. Then she says, oh, EDM festival, okay, we hit her back directly, accompanying a friend to her company meeting in Thailand. Good. Now, why did not I say EDM fest? Because this girl, she is a total workaholic. If we said we were going to an EDM festival, my concern is this girl would feel it is not a match. She is all about her work. So since we are fun-loving, she might use that as an excuse to give us a hard time. She would be like, oh, we are not the same type. You are too into having fun and all that. Plus, we are younger than her and love to have fun. See, with those two buffs stacked, we are basically dead on arrival. So the younger we are, the more we got to build that career-focused persona, you know, loyal. Our responsible persona makes her see that even though we are young, we are mature. That contrast really boosts our level of attractiveness. So what persona did I establish here? That we are going to Thailand for a business meeting? Yeah, I am going for work, something like that. Hey, that gives off a great vibe. And this is the case for most guys. So a reason a girl might suddenly go cold on you mid-conversation is because of a persona you might have set up without realizing. If she feels you two are not a match, she will go cold suddenly, but will not tell you what the reason is. So you die, and you do not even know how you died. Remember, based on the girl's profile, or rather, her situation, you got to switch up what you show off and tweak your whole persona. Then the girl said, I want to go to that EDM festival too, but no time. All right, let us just skip this boring small talk part and get right to the good stuff. Let us jump straight to the part where we escalated things. After about 5 or 6 days of push-pull, I made my move. All right, let us pick it up right from the sentence. I asked her, what is your zodiac sign? And she said, she is a Leo. Leos are supposed to be dominant. You guys should know a thing or two about zodiac signs, so no matter what sign a girl says, you can name the traits right away. So I said, you do not seem like a Leo, because I did not get that bossy vibe from her at all. Then she said, how not? I said, you are not that bossy. She replied, that is because you have not worked with me. Women have two sides, dominant at work, but when they meet a man like Brother Shu, they turn into little lambs. She said, I am very assertive at work, you know. So right then I asked her, have you ever yelled an employee to tears? She says, often I say, that is great. Getting all that frustration out at work means you will not bring it into love. See that? That is how you escalate the relationship. Tie every topic back to the two of you, or back to love and romance. Always. If you just chat about work, like, have you ever made employees cry? She says all the time. Then you'll say, yeah, I make employees cry too at work. You know, it is hard not to get angry. That is pointless. You will just become business partners. We are talking romance, not business deals. So you have to find a way to link everything back to romance. This technique is called building connection. What kind of connection? A connection between you and her, or rather a romantic one. Then the girl says, I am pretty dominant in relationships. My ex could not handle it, so we broke up. So for this line, guys, how would you respond? Drop your replies in the demo. Let me tell you, there is a huge taboo here, a major do not that you guys absolutely need to avoid. So when a girl brings up her ex, or any other guy for that matter, do not take the bait. Immediately steer the conversation back to you. A huge mistake a lot of guys make is actually talking about her ex-boyfriend. So how long were you with your ex and all that? Once you start talking about a third guy with her, it is over. Why? Because she will start missing her ex. You cannot even talk about other male celebs because she will think they are hotter than you. Get it? It is a lose-lose situation. Do not even talk to her about Brother Shu, right? Mention Brother Shu. He is so charming. Looks just like Jackson Wang. See, still fine, right? I want to date Brother Shu. I want him to get with me, not you. See, you are totally out of the game now, right? So when chatting with a girl, never talk about a third party. Just stick to you two, all right? Never bring up exes, old classmates, some celeb, or that friend. Talk about that stuff and you are dead. Get it? You have got to pull the topic back to the two of you. Always. So I told her, what did I say? I said, I do not feel like you are being pushy at all. See that? Just like that. Pull the topic right back. Then the girl says, because we are not dating. See, she pushed us away. So what do we do in a situation like this? Simple. Like I said, the surprise does not matter. What matters is how you react. She pushes you away. Do not make a big deal. If she pushes you away and you pull back, it shows you care too much. Your neediness shows. I just keep going, saying what I need to say. I said, I am pretty dominant in relationships. See that? Dominant in relationships. She asks, how dominant? Look, she took the bait, right? At this point, it is not me wanting to talk about this anymore. You asked for it. So my chat feels supernatural, right? See, now you are the one interested. You are curious. The chase is on. Then I said, WeChat will not tell you. You will know once you get to Chengdu. Simple as that. Hey, that is an implication. You said you are not dating me, right? But I said you will know when you get to Chengdu, meaning once you are in Chengdu, you will date me. See, right? Get it? See, you just rejected me, but this time I still managed to subtly escalate things. Then the girl sends an emoji. This one is like playing hard to get deep down. What it really means is she is into you a bit, but on the surface, she is holding back, not daring to say yes too quickly. This is what? The yellow light, the hesitation phase. So as long as you maintain your attraction and do not screw up later, then basically you will not have much of a problem. So at this point, we gotta hold steady. I just asked her, how long until you're here? All right, asking this now definitely shows some neediness. But, well, you gotta ask at this point. The vibe is right here. So, how do you balance out that sense of neediness? Here's a tip for you all. Cut down your words. Do not say something like, so, when are you getting to Chengdu? Boom, that is it. Your neediness level would just skyrocket. So I cut out all the fluff. Just 3 words when arriving. That is it. This way, you show way less neediness, you know? Then she said, the night after tomorrow, I asked her to ride. Here is a play hard to get technique. I just asked, someone picking you up. I did not say, do you want me to pick you up? Say that and it is too obvious. She will know you are trying to simp me and that kills the mystery. I always tell everyone, never let a girl figure out what is in your heart, right? Never let a girl feel like she has already got you completely. Once she figures you out or feels she has already got you, she will lose interest. That is human nature. What you cannot have is always what you want. The favored acts fearless. Is not that so? So I asked her, got a ride. I wanted to get her curious, you know, like, what is that supposed to mean? Are you offering to pick me up? But you did not say it outright. So what do you mean? Are you coming to pick me up or not? See, spark her curiosity, but do not give her the answer. This is when she gets carried away. So she asks, are you coming to pick me up? See, her asking that tells me she is hooked, you know, totally hooked. So how do we reply, guys? If you tell her, sure, if you want me to pick you up, I will. Just tell me when and where. You have made a mistake I just mentioned, giving her a direct answer. That high she was on, gone. So still do not give her an answer. What did I say? I said, so do you want me to pick you up? Hey, you bait me. I will bait you back. That is the push-pull. Women love that head-to-head tension. If she tests you and you surrender right away, game over. No fun at all. If a game lets you one-shot the boss right away, would you even play that game? It's not this head-to-head vibe what makes it fun, right? This back and forth. Hey, that is what makes it an exciting game. Then the girl says, haha, no thanks. The brand owner's got it covered. Just rejected us flat. PFFT could not be better. See, at times like this, remember, mindset is everything. A lot of guys in this situation might start doubting themselves again. Does she not want me to pick her up? Does she dislike me? Good, that feeling of undeservingness is back. For a lot of guys, it is like a girl genuinely likes them, but they feel they do not deserve that love. Remember, never think like that. Always keep your confidence up. Maybe she really just already has someone picking her up, right? She gave you such a great response, right? So why are you still doubting yourself? Confidence is key. Most guys do not fail on technique. They fail on low self-esteem. So how would a confident person respond in a situation like this? We would say, all right then, I will just take you around. See, that is great. I would love that. Saves me a trip to the airport, right? Just keep it cool and playful. Then the girl says, but I will probably have to head back to Hangzhou after these 3 days. She is in Chengdu for just 3 days. If we cannot seal the deal within those 3 days, then basically there is no chance later. All right, so right here, some of you must be asking, so Brother Shu, what if this girl does not come to Chengdu? How do I chat if she does not come? If she does not come, you do not chat. Got it. The only reason I chatted with her was because right during the pickup, she would already told our student she was coming to Chengdu. Screen them before chatting. So right then and there, I just went ahead and showed my dominance. I said, no worries. Once you get carried away with me, you will change it. See, this is how you show a man's attitude. But in reality, will she actually change her flight booking? Does not matter. Honestly, I just wanted to show my words, my confidence. As for the outcome, we will just let it be and see what happens naturally. Remember this, that is just how love works. All we can do is maximize our efforts and show our true charm. So as for the outcome, just let it be, leave it to fate. In fact, the more relaxed you are, the longer this relationship is likely to last. The more she likes you, the tighter you hold on. The more she will want to run away. So a lot of the time, we just do our part, and the outcome does not matter. Then the girl says, haha, are you really that charming? See, a playful challenge. Look at that flirtatious banter. That is a great sign. So I sent her a picture of me making steak and told her, give it a taste, and you will know what I mean. C, boosting your appeal again. If you want a girl to stick around and hang out, it is not about just forcing her or pulling her along relentlessly. I'll stay a bit longer, a few more days. Come on, are you silly? You want her to stay, but does she want to, right? Think. We cannot just look at things from our own point of view. We have got to learn to see it from their side. Why would they stay? You have got to be attractive enough for sure. Only then will they stay. Right, I have got to stay. If you want me to stay, you have got to give me plenty of reasons, right? Enough value to draw me in. So to get a girl to stick around, you have got to keep showing her your value, right? So I sent her this pic of us cooking and told her, you will know once you taste it, just to make her feel what kind of man I am, you know? The attraction's building up, but in reality, this photo, found online. Do not know how, just look it up online, because when she actually comes over, she will not make you cook. Let me tell you guys, a lot of bros in the comments say, oh man, what if I tell a girl I have a dog? But when she comes over, there is no dog at home. Cannot you say your parents are watching it? Cannot you think that far? Cannot you just say, the dog, a friend, borrowed it for a couple of days? Any excuse works, right? So many people, their brains just do not bend. And then some of you might say, but brother Shu, what if I cannot cook? Let me tell you, what if you cannot cook? When she arrives, order some pre-made dishes ahead in front of her, dump them in the pan, sizzle them up real quick, toss the bags, do not let her see. She will think you made it from scratch. Simple as that. PDD pre-made dishes, 9.9 for 10 packs of stir-fried pork, right? Cook it in front of her, and she will think your cooking's got here. A lot of things just take a little brain power, and they solve themselves. So you see, a lot of guys always think they're not good looking enough or rich enough, but it is just brains, man. Then she's like, you made this. We say, yes, never cooked for anyone else before. Wonder if you will get to taste it. Then she says, for real. Okay, so why did I say I have never cooked for anyone else? It is to make her feel like, our kindness is not something we give away easily. If you cook for all sorts of people, she will be like, so how many girls have you cooked for before me? Oh, you must be a player, you are done for, right? Even if it is not for other girls, you cook all the time. Your cooking becomes worthless. You have got to make her feel your kindness is not given away freely. That is what makes it truly valuable. This is why so many of you ask girls out and they say no. It is because you are asking them out all the time. She will think your time is not valuable, and that is why she will not come out. She wants to date a man whose time is valuable, whose time is gold. Get it? That is just human nature. What is value? Rarity creates value. If something's too easy to get, no matter how good it is, it becomes worthless. Take Chinese cabbage, for example, or steamed buns. Look, are these things good? Of course they are. Steamed buns are delicious. Cabbage is tasty, but they are cheap, easy to get anytime. What is valuable? The limited edition stuff. That restaurant you book a year in advance. Is that stuff really that delicious? Not necessarily, not at all. Cabbage buns, they are tasty, sure, but they can be sold for a fortune. Why? Because they are rare. Simple as that. So just remember this. Everyone in people's minds, what is the most valuable thing? Something's not valuable because it is most useful. It is valuable because it is rare. Rarity creates value. A bottle of water sells for $1 in the city, but in the desert, it is worth 10 grand.
That is the reason right there.
All right, so a few days later, the girl actually came to Chengdu and just as planned, met up with him. After my intense coaching, this student's dating game is seriously top-notch. They even held hands on the very first date. Can you believe it? But still, it was not sealed yet. Let us jump straight to the final part of the chat. Even though they held hands on the date, this girl, well, she is super mature and composed, still not looking for anything with the client because she knows it is dead end, right? So when she chatted with the student the next day, she came right out and said she was heading back. So at this point, we asked her, do not you want to stay a few more days? And she goes, you do not want me to leave, do you? All right, let us just say it. Do you really have to make me spell it out? See, still, that same push, pull, playful dynamic. Then she says, haha, hanging out with you is fun, for sure, but, I am older. See, women like this are actually super mature and composed. The challenge with a mature woman is right here because they are so rational, so level-headed. So at this point, guys, how should we respond? A lot of guys might start explaining, like, so what if you're older? As long as our personalities click, that is all that matters. Yeah, what matters is if we click. I might be young, but I am mature. Lots of older guys out there, not even as mature as me. Remember, the more you explain like that, the more you two will be at odds, creating confrontation. She thinks age is an issue, you think it is not. Then you two clash. The more you clash, the more you push away. And the further you drift, killing the vibe. So under no circumstances should you get into an emotional confrontation with her. Instead, leadership solves everything. So right then, I just said, are you leaving the day after tomorrow? Not are you too old? Whoa, that sounds a little suggestive, does not? It's a bit edgy. Ah man, is it got too big. But listen up, everyone. See, this is what leading looks like. When a girl wants to get hung up on age, we just shut that down entirely. Do not get into that with her. Just steer her mind straight to, are we going the day after tomorrow? And boom, topic closed. Then she says, you know what I mean? We are not compatible age-wise. See, young girls are easy for us to lead, but mature women, they have got a strong frame too, so they will not just let us steer them along that easily. Not a chance. See, she's trying to pull back to that frame. Our age gap is not right. If feelings grow, it will just end in mutual hurt. Damn, have a lot of you guys run into the situation. If this has happened to you, type yes in the Damo, right? This situation's a real toughie. So here is a reply for you all. I just shot her a message saying, come with me to the courthouse tomorrow and check it out. So why did I send that message? You probably think I am saying, hey, let us get married, right? To give you some security, right? That is so lame, so basic, totally predictable. Brother Shi would never use a move like that. Watch how I put it. The girl's like, that is what she must be thinking too. But what did I actually say? I said, go look at the divorce window. See how many peers hurt each other. Same way. Hey, does not she think age gaps mean hurting each other? I will tell you to go check the courthouse. See if peers are not harming each other too. So, hurting each other has jack to do with age. This logic, let us see you argue with that. Girl says, haha, that kind of makes sense. That is not the only thing that makes sense. Let me hit you with another one. 50-year gaps grow old too. Defining love by age, that is a bit naive of you. Do not you think? Alright, so what is the point of this line? The point is, I am not trying to keep you. You can leave, but I have to tell you what is real. My PC said, stay or go. It is up to you. I do not care which, but I got to be clear, and I am going to put you down a peg. You are pretty naive, or not you. Keep being this childish, and I might not even be into you. You gotta give her a sense of loss. But when many guys handle this situation, their biggest mistake is looking way too desperate to keep the girl and putting themselves in a very low subordinate position. Constantly justifying, explaining, and begging for her approval. Do that, and you lose status. Attraction's gone too. And when you seek her approval, she will keep judging you with that mindset, putting you on trial. She will just keep rejecting you over it. Oh, age is not an issue. Do not let my age fool you. I am actually pretty mature. See, it's not that seeking approval. It's not that all just lowering your own status. The more you do this, the more she will reject you. So our core principle is this. First, we push back on her. We do not seek her approval. We command it. Second, do not act so desperate to keep her. We are just laying out the logic. It is not about pleading. Do not leave me. You have got to separate those two things. Then the girl says, PFFT, you are younger than me, and you are calling me childish. Time to take control of the conversation's direction. She says, PFFT younger than me and calling me childish. We have successfully pulled her emotions back, and she is totally won over by these last 2 rounds of chat. So do not get bogged down with her on this. The more you push, the worse it is going to be. So switch the conversation right away. Since we have basically succeeded, do not drag it out. I told her, I said, being childish is great. Maturity is not nearly as much fun. Actually, that is the kind of thing only a mature person would say, because only truly mature people know that. Growing up is not as much fun. So I said, the day after tomorrow, I will take you to a fun, childish place. Hey, did not you say I am childish? Then I will take you to a fun, childish place. Those who get it know you are not childish at all. Then to the girl, haha, what kind of place? See, we have successfully led her away. Honestly, it is an unspoken understanding now. She has already agreed to stay and hang out with us for a few more days. Closing the deal will be easy. I said, you will know when the time comes, no need for all that. She replied, oh, always keeping me in suspense. We will skip the boring small talk after. So the girl actually stayed for a few more days, and yeah, he successfully sealed the deal. Alright, so let us recap what we have learned from this case study. First, right after the approach, do not just grab the number and dash, get more info out of her, so you can start conversations smoothly down the line. Second, during the conversation, you need to lead the woman as much as possible, not let her lead you. Second, adapt your persona based on her vibe and constantly hint at your strengths to draw her in, making her see what makes you attractive. Alright, if you found this solid, smash that triple combo and follow Brother Shu for weekly real deal insights. If there's a girl you like but cannot get, or say you want to learn from Brother Shu to boost your charm and EQ, check the pinned comment or bio to find Brother Shu himself. Alright, Brother Shu here. See you next time. What is up, pros? Brother Shu here, and today I have got a real-world pickup case study for you.